Hello, everyone, and welcome to Source Energy Collective. We are a transformational group devoted to helping seekers evolve through direct experience. We work with ancient tools of esoteric mastery,
Holistic tarot, pendulum, and resonant dowsing, Akashic field readings, numerology, herbal wisdom, and the earth, moon, solar cycles that all shape human consciousness.
Our sessions bring clarity, alignment, and real energetic upgrades. Join our live Zoom gatherings to attune to cosmic timing, deepen your intuition and remembrance. This is a space for awakening, recalibration, and stepping into your highest timeline with guidance that actually works. We look forward to seeing you. Talk to you soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Source Energy Collective. We are having our kind of weekend get together. I miss these people so much this week. It's been a very, very busy week, and we have not taped a group session. And I apologize for that, but we are going to do one today about what the cards want to tell us about the upcoming full moon in Gemini happening on the 4th of December. Also, the three-eye atlas is in Virgo, and the full moon is opposing the sun in Sagittarius. So yeah. So let us shuffle. Oh, can everybody say hi and introduce yourself, please?
Hi, everyone.
We have Svetlana, we have Carol, we have Brianne, and we have Barb. We have a beautiful new soul joining us named Melissa. She actually found us through Facebook. So if you want to be our next Alyssa, just reach out to us. And we have Jerry as well. So now can everybody come and say hi?
Hey, y'all.
Hi. All right. Let's see what the cards want to tell us. New moon or full moon in Gemini.
I guess while you guys are shuffling, I will say what I got because I pulled some cards already on this, and it's kind of interesting too because there's a lot of challenging cards that are coming out. I have the collective and the energy coming out as the Five of Swords. So this is, I feel like a lot of, I mean, swords is that mental tension. It's that inner arguments are also, I've seen a lot of that weeble wobble between, as we can say, like that old identity referring to our old traumas and also stepping into this new version. So I feel like this is a lot about belief systems that don't fit into that new timeline, that new energy on where we're upgrading, because the present with this new moon as well is the Fool, and this is really beautiful because it's like taking that leap of faith. And as we were talking about with all this symbolic energy, it's kind of interesting because again we have the Fool with the rose and the white dog, and this is also a symbolism of innocence and purity. So it is also surrender, it's trust, it's letting go of attachments of how things should look and really choosing alignment over fear. And interesting that that alignment over fear comes up because we have the King of Swords in the situation. So when I look at this, I feel like this is a very direct energy with clarity, with intentions. It's discernment, and it could be a card of like sovereign truth as well. So it's about being, I think this time is a really good time to be brutally honest with ourselves. And I mean, we've talked on ends and ends of like the fusion and integrating the light and the dark, and I actually think that's what a lot of what's happening right now and what's coming out with this new moon. With my outcome, I have the High Priestess, and this is a really huge energy, also major arcana. So the new moon is going to elevate us, the collective, with like a psychic channel from what I'm hearing. This is that, again, sharper intuition, that inner knowing, and that veil is thinning, but only after like some tough things fall away. This is that being out in the cold and a sudden shift. So it feels like quite a strong energy, not like a soft energy. So I would say like this is again those fears of not being supported and those big tower moments that are coming out. But through those tower moments, there's that I feel like spark of light that we see with the momentum. And it's interesting because the oracle that fell out is the firefly. And I feel like this is also linked to Alyssa and her seeing that spark of light. I get that like fairy energy, but with the firefly. And we had the bear that came out in the beginning of when we all connected here. It's like that sudden illumination in the dark, and it's like a flash of truth that's coming in. So big energy there.
That is so aligned with the Gemini too, hey? With the Gemini and the full moon is like releasing all the illusions in the collective. It's like a final kind of like purge, and it is absolutely in line with the fusion that we've been talking about and the journey with the comet for sure. Yeah, totally resonates.
I love it.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I got exactly right. There's going to be a lot of illuminating going on, and that's in the present. But it is going to be like a different frequency that's coming in as well. So it's all about the alchemization as well. So it's about being balanced. That's the Gemini. You could argue it's got the one foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. So it is about the alchemization, and it's just only thing we need to do is just surrender our beliefs, surrender our thoughts, and catch the tune.
Like, we are absolutely in the right place. I know that you talked about alchemizing and then the fusion, and then like Gemini is duality. It's the twins. It's the light, it's the dark, it's the good, it's the bad, it's the up, it's the down, right? And it's like the stuff about fire, water, alchemizing, like transmutating, like fusion. That is absolutely like the path, the next path with the comet that is bringing down all these codes now. So it's so exciting, and I just love the confirmations. Like, it's insane how it just fits together like a puzzle, you know? Anybody else have cards they want to share?
I see Carol shuffling. I can tell she wants to pull a card.
Carol, pull a card. Carol, go, Carol.
The card.
Yeah.
Three of Swords.
Ooh.
And what this is telling me is it's not a bad thing. What it's telling me is, three is creativity. The swords are going through the heart. So you've had ideas about something you're passionate about or interested in, and there's three swords, three clouds, and it's raining. So we've kind of dampened maybe what we've been wanting to follow in our heart. And so it's the opportunity right now to look at that again and maybe release our self-limiting beliefs, releasing our ideas of if we can do it or not, just that whole kind of thing. So it's kind of just saying, look at your heart again and release yourself from these thoughts and follow your creativity.
I like that card.
Beautiful. Heal.
Yeah, healed.
Love that. Love it.
And it's interesting because there is like how Carol was getting the Three of Swords, and we had a bit of that tough energy, like with the Tower and the Five of Swords. It's like I'm hearing too, don't mistake a collapse for loss, because it's like what's clearing is good, is blocking that psychic vision that's coming online. So even though it does appear to be some darkness, like we evolve through that experience and through the darkness. So it feels to be like a important note there.
Also, this one's just coming in yesterday on Bree's. Why am I saying Brad? I'm saying Brad so much right now. But Bree's Patreon is, we were talking about 2026 yesterday and how like the earth was expelling and breathing out, and like the energies need to be released, right? And then last night, we were texting and I was like, where was the thing? And it aligned with your dream in Thailand, There was,
Oh,
yeah, a volcano in, where was that, Brie? It was,
yes. Oh my goodness. I had this dream the night before about we were on this boat and it gave me, I mean, I thought because Brad and I were talking about doing our next tour in Thailand, Cambodia, so it gave me like this that scene, that background, and we were on this boat where the sudden storm, it was like that tower moment came and crashed down, and it was tough. There was casualties, and then after we were talking I was talking to Marsha, and she was sending too. We seen, yes, earthquakes, but there was actually a devastation. Is it a devastation? There was quite a few people I feel like lost their life in was it Thailand? I can't remember the exact space
it
now.
was Thailand, and then the earthquake was, I feel it was in Japan. Now, don't quote me on that, but do your own Google search. There was a lot of expelling of earth energies yesterday, right after we called it. And not saying that we're all that great, but like just as kind of like a reminder that this is happening. And again, with like the fusion of like the dark, right? It talks about that. It is a positive thing. And it's horrible with the casualties. The earth needs to expel all these like stuck energies, and that's what she's doing, right? With all these like floods and all these things. So awareness will keep us safe, and holding that frequency of love for sure. Yeah. It just came in so fast, and your dream was pretty bang on, hey?
Well, and it was interesting because sometimes, like for me, like I do dream a lot. I'm a very visual person, and I a lot of the time I remember my dreams. And this one, it felt like I was there, like I was there when it happened, and it was really unique and just an interesting experience. So I'm wondering too, with this new moon, is there going to be more big earthquakes and shakeups? And there was that big fire. Was that in Japan, Hong Kong? I think the big fire. Like, you can look at that building on fire, right?
Mhm.
And that's a big energy of being out in the cold too. So we may see some pretty big hiccups happening with this new moon or full moon.
And Virgo is in there too, and Virgo is more around like our bodies and the Earth's body, right? So that absolutely fits for sure with the astrological kind of themes of this full moon. Yeah.
Mhm.
Does anybody else want to share their cards?
No, I don't know. I don't. I mean, I could try to pull a card, but I don't know what it means. I wouldn't know what it meant.
Yeah, sure. It's all about your intuition and tapping in and what the card actually means for you. You can't mess.
Yeah, even if you get one word, I mean that like don't be so hard on yourself because it will come, it will flow. Just feeling into it, because I feel like that was one of my biggest mistakes when I first started tarot. Is for me always running to the guidebook, like, oh, what does this mean? It's like, no, just stop. How does it make you feel? Like even looking at the colors, like yellow is a color of joy, of optimism, of illumination. So even if you get like one word, that's really good.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pull a card.
Well,
So
you're shuffling them like a pro already.
Or
while
see,
you're shuffling and grabbing it, I'll just quickly share my read. So the first one in the past is the lovers, and that to me is talking to me about that transmutation, alchemization, the fusion of both sides. And remember, we do live in a dual kind of world, but we've been trained to see one side as good and one side as bad. And that for me is the message of the comet, is that not one side is good, not one side is bad. It's just two sides of a coin that is meant to be there. And again, like this is the present, and this is like the two halves, the two sides, right? Exactly what I was just saying. And again, with the balance, oh my God, there's so much balancing cards coming out right now. So this is the temperance, and that again is the balancing. So I feel like we're being called to know that the earth is being balanced, also do our own work in balancing ourselves in this full moon in Gemini, which is talking to us about the distortionary kind of like thoughts and illusions, but to welcome them, right? And not label them as good or bad, but just as an awareness. And so to discern and to do away with what you don't want, to bring what is resonating more, again with a balance. That's four balancing cards right there, right? So that is, and the Ace of Cups, water, right? Water, emotions. So, yes, the thoughts and the words, the Gemini, the Mercury is going to bring up all those things, but it's also going to bring up a lot of water, a lot of intuition, a lot of your emotional self. So, this is the highest vibration. We're getting like a lot of help about on that to kind of balance it. Again, with the same message, feel it, notice it, discern it, balance it, right? The Seven of Swords. This to me, you guys, like, look at this guy. He's like so confident, and he's like, I don't know, this is what this card means to me, that he's like, bring it on, I got this, I'm going to do this, right? And then it's gonna flip flop the world, right? And the solstice is coming up. So I feel like this is talking about the solstice. This is a preparation for December 19th, because December 19th is a huge day, and that is going to shift humanity. Some people say that humanity has shifted, which is why the timelines and everything and the earth is having all these like physical kind of things happening. But I also feel that December 19th is a very important day. It's coming in so strong. December 4th is a kind of a prep to December 19th, in my opinion. Yeah.
And one thing I will say is you got the lovers, and that is Gemini too. And you
Oh
said
my
Moon
gosh.
Gemini. So there's a cool synchronicity. I love it.
Wow. And hey, like 4 balancing cards. That
Yes.
was
Yeah. It's like
insane.
a first glow into that new timeline with the firefly too. So beautiful. I love your cards that came out. I'm just gonna say thank you so much. I do have to step out, you guys, but I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your meeting. I love you
See you. Nice to meet you
guys.
again.
Love you, Bree, so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay. So did you want to take a shot at your intuition and just kind of like see what the cards say?
Sure. Okay. This is the first one I got.
What is it?
It says, the whale.
The whale.
I believe it
Whales
says,
heal the earth. So I think this is quite symbolic too with what's happening right now, right?
She's gonna put on her eyes.
yeah. Yes, it says the whale. Um,
So that's an oracle deck. So that would
oh,
be the whale would be an oracle deck. So I think pull up another card on your deck and see what it
okay.
says. Just the top card is fine. I just want to make sure it's the oracle. What is it?
Um, Two of Cups.
That's interesting. There is no whale in the tarot, but there is a 2 of Cups. Huh.
Or I don't know. It's some fancy writing. I might not be seeing, but it looked like it says the. Unless it says she will, but I don't think so.
Hmm. So it doesn't matter.
Because that's what it says right there. By the
It
glares.
could it could be a deck that has the tarot, but it also might include a few other cards as well. You may want to go through them all and just check the suits and make sure the cards are all there, and just do it like an audit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But it
it'll
doesn't.
be fine. It'll be
Mhm.
fine. Just you just want to be sure, know what you're playing with, what you're working
Oh,
with.
okay.
Yeah, that's cool. So the whale is generally of the west. It's the water. It's the emotion, and that's the whale is considered I would consider it the king of the ocean. It they carry a lot of frequencies. They're keepers of the deep. They harmonize the oceans. So without the whales, we wouldn't have an Earth. And they're very much connected to I think it's like Octurian or one of the higher realms of the of this universe. So it's a really strong card.
So look at the card, Alyssa. Look at the card. Close your eyes. Well, I guess you can't look at the card and close your eyes, but look at the card first.
Okay.
And then try to get a feeling, like a nudge. What does that card actually say to you? It just helps me when I close my eyes because I like take out the world when I close my eyes and then I go into my center and that's when I can hear. So that's another reason why breath work and everything is so important is because when you are in your center, you can absolutely hear and get the nudges more clearly than if you have thoughts going on and everything else.
I feel like what it mean it like it because I'm just going on based on what it looks like. It look like she's like watching or protecting something.
Yes. Beautiful.
So that's what I get from it.
I love that. And with you guys talking about the earth and some of the things that were happening on the earth, and also especially with the water, coming back to this card, a piercing and a cleansing.
Awesome, awesome. See, look
Oh,
at that. You're just getting more and more and more from that one card. I love that. One of the things you could do, Alyssa, it's really simple and easy, is to do like a 3 card draw. And so when you start to work with your deck and you're shuffling your cards, do the same ceremonial way that you want to shuffle the cards. So if you do it like 3 times and then cut it 3 times if you want, and then shuffle 3 times and then cut it once, whatever, however you do it, just kind of get in the habit of doing that same mythology because it's kind of sinks into your subconscious that okay, now it's time to do the tarot pulls. And you can also use your left hand more so if you wish to, or your right hand, whatever hand you use, try to make it kind of consistent, and then just lay your cards, pull your cards 1, 2, 3, and then you go past, present, future, and whatever cards you get, that's what you get. Like I know our minds will want to say, "Oh, well, I would rather have these other cards," but that's the cards you're going to work with. And so, just when you're using these as tools, how do I say this? Use them with a lot of respect for the cards too. Like, don't use them for anything other than your own self. Don't let anybody use them besides you. They're part of you now. Make them part of your toolkit. So like I never borrow any of my tools out. I keep track of my tools. I respect my tools, and if you get what you get, our minds might say, "Well, I want to try something different. I'm going to reshuffle them." No, no, your subconscious doesn't like that. You just be you're wanting to unify that subconscious, and you want to respect that subconscious. Okay, I don't know if that's the best way of saying it, but honor yourself.
You pulled your
yeah.
tarot card. How's that feel?
I'm sorry. What you
Yeah.
say?
You pulled your first tarot card. How'd that feel?
Yeah.
Yay!
It's crazy because like what's your Miss Barb? How or did I? Am I thinking about I think I got her name wrong. Her how me and her car resonated together.
Who? Bree?
Oh, no, not Bree. Let me see, Carol, Miss Carol.
Miss Carol. Aw. Yes, it did. And that's usually what happens is that when we're in a group, we get like different things, but they always seem to fit together like a puzzle. It is the coolest thing. I can't even explain it, but it's something that I've noticed. It's so cool. So
Yeah,
I
because you might get a third of the story, I might get an eighth of the story, Carol might get an eighth of the story, and it all fits together. Is what
That's
Marshall
very
told me.
nice. That's very interesting how that works.
I pulled the second question on the full moon in Gemini. I asked the cards why so many balancing cards have come out in my first read, and unfortunately, I put the cards away because I wasn't going to pull a second question. But usually, it gives you a deeper meaning. But again, I got the lovers, and didn't Bree say that the lovers is Gemini?
Yes.
Yes. So Gemini, lovers, balance, balancing the two sides, not seeing them as good or bad, but two sides of a coin. And then it's the sun, and this is the happiest, most joyful, most kind of like, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, right? And this is in the present. And despite all the things, despite all the chaos, despite all the earth shifts, despite all the casualties, this card is telling us that it is, I don't want to sound like, yay, these things, these really hard things are happening, but it is aligned with where we are going to go, and this is what this card is telling us. The near future is the Hermit, so a little bit of going within and discerning, and kind of not being attached to like the plot of everything, the fear in everything, right? Balancing that. And the Ace of Cups came out before, right? So it's that balancing of the emotions. A lot of things are going to get revealed through this new moon. So buckle up, prepare to balance the emotions. And the Six of Wands, I feel like this is a victory card, right? So yeah, that's why all the balancing is coming. That is our process in the balancing of this new moon in Gemini. It is exactly where we're supposed to go. The balancing, all the balancing cards are telling us to go within to balance, because a lot of things will be shown to us, but we are going to end in a victory. So it's actually an advice card, the victorious card. So get into the energy, the frequency of confidence, the frequency of knowing, that even though things look kind of chaotic, that this is aligned with where we are going to go. So yeah, anybody else want to do a deeper dive into, I love doing deep dives, like not just one pull.
Well, I would say that Gemini card is also about the heart. So that's in the Tree of Life. It's in the heart position. So that's where all the magic happens, is just being in the heart, not being blown around by everything that comes around, because there will be circumstances that are going to try to knock us around. So it is important to have a stable foundation. And I think that's what we're building on, especially on Monday. That's what we'll be doing, is increasing the stability of our foundation, so that way we're not thrown off keister by these events. So when they're taking place, instead we'll welcome them as change coming, as freshness coming, as new coming, as clarity coming. So.
Hey Jerry, do you want to give everybody a heads up on what's happening on Monday? This Monday, this very exciting event. Can you tell everyone?
Yeah, absolutely, I do. Um, Monday, 5 o'clock Pacific time, we will be diving deep into the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life, and we'll be looking at a lot of the symbology of tarot and the Tree of Life, because it does interact directly with our own innate technology, which is the body. So it's a discovering of the self. It's about programming the self. It's about getting together and unifying and in thought, feeling, and having a direction forward that we all can support each other. So
And this
thank you,
is the
sir.
first, this is the first session. So how many sessions is going to be here on this?
Oh wow, you're really quizzing me, eh?
I want,
Well,
I
I'm
want to
I'm
tell people.
Yeah, well, I get it. Inquiring minds want to know. I respect that. It's right now we're just looking at getting the foundational portion done, and then from there, I believe that we may go a little slower or we may go a little quicker. It just depends on everybody's comfort level. But I think right now I'm leaning to going a little slower. So it's going to be stretched to probably a 10 week teachings, I guess we'd call it. More, let's call it embodiment of knowledge is what I'm going to call it. And that's going to, and when, of course, knowledge is power. So it's about knowing thyself. So that's going to kick off on Monday. And then I think we're going to just stay on the lower part of the foundation for the first month to get that solidified first, so we're all in that same boat. and then we'll move forward after the Christmas break.
That sounds beautiful. So if you want to join into this live Zoom, all you need to do is reach out to us using the links below. Send us an email, message us on any of our platforms, and we will give you the link for Monday night at 5 p.m. PST. Yeah. So thank you for watching, everyone. I don't know if anyone has any closing remarks or anything else. I hope you enjoyed our video on the energies that the cards are showing us for this new or full moon in Gemini on December 4th. That is opposing the Sun in Sagittarius, and the comet will be in Virgo. We will be having a meditation on Saturday, and I will be posting an event page on our Facebook page and sharing that out. So I hope everyone can make it. And I love you all so much, and we will catch you later.